My name is Jania, and welcome to Jania's Voice, where I give tips and advice on voiceover, narration, and singing. If you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm going to have videos every Thursday. Alright, so let's get into this video. A few days ago, I watched a few videos where there were a couple YouTubers that were talking about how you can make $225 per hour easy reading, and it's so easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. The name of the website is ACX. You are going to make so much money. Now, after I watched these videos, I scrolled the comment section. I saw a lot of people that were really hanging their hopes on what these YouTubers were saying. YouTubers that had never used ACX as a narrator before. And some of the people were like, I've been struggling, so this extra money coming in is going to be great for me and my family. And on with these comments, and I felt the videos that were out were very, very misleading. And I just had to make a video kind of to debunk some of that. Can you make money off of ACX doing narration? Yes, you can. Is it easy? No, it's not. It's a career. It's really, if you're going to have it as a side gig, it's really not that. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take money. You need equipment. You need, there's a lot of things that you need. You need patience. You need discipline, because it's not easy. One of the YouTubers said that she was an author and that she had written a children's book. And she had submissions from narrators, to read her book. Later on, she said, oh, well, look, I found a title that needs a narrator or a producer. And she said it was a 9 PFH hour book. And that the pay was between $200 and $400 per hour. She said this is really good because all you need to do is read for 9 hours, and then on the low end, you can make $1,800. And then I was looking in the comments and I saw, I could do that. Oh my gosh, that's so easy. 9 hours and I'm out of there. She also said, you don't have to worry about a lot of narration submissions because they're only going to get about 3 to 4 submissions from narrators or producers to do this book. The truth of the matter is, she would only get 3 or 4 submissions from producers or narrators to do her book, because normally children's books are short. They are, when you're finished reading them, it is well under an hour. It could be under 30 minutes. So because of that, narrators do not make very much money doing children's books, depending on how popular the author is, how much of a following the author has, if they have a publisher or if they're self-published. You're not going to make a lot of money working on children's books, so she was not going to get a lot of submissions. Now, on the contrary, someone who is offering $200 to $400 to read their book that is set at 9 hours, they are going to take about 3 to 6 months to finish that 9-hour book. It is not going to be 9 hours. Okay, let me explain. When you're reading a book, you're reading a few paragraphs, right? Go pick up anything, and read 2 pages of a book. Do you stumble? Do you mess up? Do you drop a word? Are you breathing too much? Because you have to edit all that out. And when you edit that out, that takes time. So, for 1 finished hour, you are going to put in about, and this is on the low end, roughly between 5 to 7 hours to complete 1 finished hour. Roughly. Okay? So, in actuality, you are going to spend 55 plus hours on that 9-hour book. you have to take that into consideration. I mean, and that's on the low end of hours. That could take 100 hours, to be quite honest with you, depending on how well you read, your tone, how you stay in character. If there are characters, you have to do all kinds of research on the book. You need to read the book. You don't have to read the whole book before you start, but it's a good idea to, so you know what's going on as the narrator. It's a process. So it just really irked my nerves that those YouTubers, it just really irked my nerves, because it is a business that you can make money from, but you have to put in a lot of work and a lot of time. And it's fun if you like to read. It's also fun if you like to tell a story. You have to emote. You have to have some type of training. If you don't have the money to go and pay for training, then, you know, I'm going to have videos. I found that a lot of people really were interested, and I am so down with helping people if you're really interested in it, because I've helped several people become narrators, and a couple of them went on to be voiceover actors. I've been in the voiceover game for many years. I started when I was 14 years old.
I can't believe you just gave up! You promised you'd give me the Hollywood house! Daddy is such a wimp!
I have done voiceover for cartoons, for commercials. I was the voice for Sprint Rev. I was the voice for Spotify American and Spotify Japan. I am the voice for Staiku. It's a weight management machine, so I am the voice for that.
Welcome to Staiku. Please face the tower. Put your hands in a fist and your arms in the shape of an A. Starting Staiku in 3, 2, 1. Scanning your body now. Please hold still. Body scanning is now complete. Thank you.
I've done voiceover for so many years, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. Narration is at the bottom of the list for most voiceover actors. Do you know why? It is because it is long form reading. You really have to be focused on that book for weeks and weeks and weeks. You have to keep the same tone. It has to feel like you haven't left and went to home and went to go to bed or woke up and had breakfast. It has to feel like you sat there for all that time and read that book. And that can be hard to maintain. Also, in voiceover, as far as animation, commercials, you can make 3, 4, 5, 6 times the money you make in narration, and you're only in there for a fraction of the time. This is why a lot of voiceover actors don't do narration. Now, if you're working with a company or you're working with a publishing house as doing narration, then yeah, you're going to bring in some bucks. A thing about ACX also is you are the producer. That means you have to narrate the book because that's what you were hired to do. But if you don't want to edit the book, then you have to find someone to edit the book at a high quality and to ACX's standards. The problem with doing this is whatever money you get, you're going to have to take the money out of your pocket to put it in. And if you do something like royalty share, you might not see that money again. If you do more of a work for hire, which is a paid per finished hour, it's going to take a chunk of that money out. And editors can be expensive, but you can learn how to edit yourself. And there are different programs that you can use to learn how to edit your audiobook yourself. The issue with that is it takes longer to edit sometimes than it takes to narrate. It takes to narrate a book. So all of this stuff you can do if you really love reading and you love to bring a story to life. It's not just about reading, it's about bringing that story to life for all kinds of listeners without being over the top, unless the author wants you to be very animated. So it's going to take you a lot of time, and if you love reading and if you don't mind putting in those extra hours, understand it is not going to be a side gig at first. It's going to be your job, your jobby job. but it's fun. It's fun if you can really stick with it. I'm really sweating. I've got to get out of here. You know, I live in Los Angeles. I live in the valley. It's really hot. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And I can open this door. Oh, I can open the door. You guys can't even see. Good. Keep this door open. There's so much more of ACX that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to attack all that stuff in other videos. I just wanted to pop by and just let you know that you can make money off of ACX. I guess this is a brand new thing that these little YouTubers are jumping up and saying, hey, make all this money. And it's so annoying because it's just not that type of an industry that you just pop in. You need to put in the work, and you need to be prepared to put in the work. It's fun. It's a whole lot of fun. I built this to do voiceover and to do narration I'm a singer, so, and also to be a singer. I live in Burbank, California. Cartoon Network is just up the street. Disney Studios is right here on my street. Nickelodeon Studios is a couple streets over. Warner Brothers is a couple streets down. This is the mecca for voiceover. I'm very serious about this business, and I love this business. It's so much fun. But I just can't stand seeing people being misled. It's so sad. It's just really bad. You can make the money, but you gotta work. And it's not easy, and it's really not a side hustle unless you have hours and hours and hours and hours of time. If you're in your house right now, like I know LA is semi shut down right now, then you can go ahead and get to work. You do some auditions. But if you're looking for easy money, easy quick money, narration for ACX or any place it's not for you, unless that book is less than an hour finished, less than one finished hour. Otherwise, I'm just telling you, I'd hate for you to go and waste your time. You should know that it's going to be a lot of work, and it's a lot of fun if you love to read. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't want to pee on anybody's parade. I just really want you guys to be informed in what you are going to get yourself into. One of the YouTubers said something. She said something like, you can read 11 books in 3 months and make all this money. I'm like, 11 books? There's no way you can read 11. ACX will allow you at the very least 3 months to do a book that's 5 hours or more. So if you're doing 10-hour books and you're doing 9-hour books and you're doing 8-hour books, you're looking at 3 to 6 months. I don't know. Terribly irresponsible for these YouTubers to put these videos up and just lie to y'all. It's ridiculous. But anyway, if you really want to do it, I'm here to help you out. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me. And that's it. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
You'll be truly happy with.
I'm gonna just tell you right now, I have my fan on. You know, it's the beginning of August, and the only thing I didn't do when I built this booth was add an air conditioner. So it's mighty hot in here. So please forgive me if I'm glistening, sweating a little bit, and if you hear this fan.
Little old me.